Hey guys, this is Candle, and welcome back to Chrono Trigger. Oof. Alright, so when we last left off, we had just saved Princess Nadia, aka Marl, and now we've got to try to get back to 1000 AD. So, let's do that. And now we can actually see what Marl is capable of. She has Aura, which is a small healing, goes to 1. And then these guys, they can do Fire Whirl on... Let's do it on that one. I was hoping to get all 3 of them, but I guess 2 works. 2 is better than nothing. So yeah, that's what Aura does. And then there is also an Aura Whirl, which heals the entire party. So that's good. Alright. Everybody's all healed up. Let's just go ahead and take this guy out now. He is no issue. Alright, Chrono's level increased. Okay, so we need to get out of the forest here. Of course, we gotta deal with these fights first, but honestly, they're not anything to worry about. Not even slightly. Like, they just go down to 1 hit from any of the characters. We're, like, way overpowered for 600 AD's Guardia Forest. But that's fine, we could use the TP and the experience. See, Chrono just learned Wind Slash, and Luca learned Hypno Wave. No new dual text, though, with those. So, something I want to show real quick. Yeah, Xenon Bridge is destroyed here. We can't actually cross it yet. We will be able to later. That damnable frog swam to the other side. So yeah, Frog is on the southern continent. We're not going to be seeing him for a little while. It still drives me crazy. Like, why would they put the black border on this? Like, look at the black bars on the sides. If you look at that very top pixel, you can see that, you know, the parallax background at least extends beyond the 4:3 aspect ratio, but I don't know why they the 16:9 conversion in this game is just odd sometimes. And analog control is not always great either. I end up going the wrong direction sometimes. I should stick to the D-pad. You know, this game was originally made for one on the Super Nintendo. Even though you have, like, full 8-directional control. Alright, here's something else I'm not worried about. So yeah, in order to get out of 600 AD now, we have to go back to Truce Canyon. Gotta go back to where we came in. And Lucas should be able to reopen the gate to let us go back. This guy, I think he's counterattacking? Yeah, those were counterattacks. So he's a little bit stronger. He's only got 20 left. It's a Fiendillo. I just love the monster names in a lot of this. So I ended up looking up this game on video game price charts not too long ago, and it turns out that the Super Nintendo version is quite expensive nowadays. I remember when I bought my copy off of eBay, oh god, it had to have been like 10, 12 years ago, something like that. It cost me $137 and change, and around that time it was running at $150, so I ended up getting it below market value. Apparently now it's $300 for a complete in-box copy on the Super Nintendo, so it's now the most expensive game in my collection. Anyways, Marl says, so how do we get home? Well, Your Highness, Please, call me Marl. Well then, Marl, observe. Yeah, Luca's got to show off. Whoa! Luca, you're amazing! Sorry, I should be more humble in front of... Enough already. I'm a princess, but what's that mean? I can't do anything special. But you're incredible. I'd trade my name for your genius in a heartbeat. Well, if you say so. Anyway, I call these distortions gates. They're basically portals to the same location in a different time. But gates are unstable. That's why they appear and disappear all the time. So I use the principle behind my telepod device to create this gate key. It's what's locking the gate in place. But why did this gate suddenly appear in the first place? Either the telepod had something to do with it, or something else made it. Yeah, we'll find out that something else in a bit. This is starting to sound complicated. Why don't we head back to our own time for now? Alright, coming, Chrono? Alright, so Luca and Marl are about to leave our party for a while. Luca first. Whew, we made it. Chrono, Luca, why don't you come back with me to the castle? It would give me a chance to thank you properly for everything. I'm really sorry for putting you through all this, Marl. What are you talking about? It was the most fun I've had in months, and I made new friends, too. Chrono, be a gentleman and take her home. I still need to do a little more snooping into why that gate appeared. See you again soon, Luca. Alright, so now Luca's gone. Well, Chrono, are you ready to escort me home? Yeah, Luca is gone now, and we should be able to, as long as Melchior is still here. You are new. The merchants who are in the square have all left to restock. Why not pay a visit to the town market? Aw, damn it. Does that mean Melchior's gone? No, Melchior's still here. Good. Alright, Melchior the swordsmith at your service. Let's go ahead and buy a silver sword, since we can afford it now, and go ahead and equip that. Better than the steel saber. There we go. Let's go ahead and sell off some old equipment we no longer need, like the wooden sword, bronze blade, bronze sword, steel saber, hide cap, padded vest, and hide tunic. There we go. I live on the continent of the East. Come and see me if you ever have the need. By the way, is there any chance you could talk that young lady into selling her pendant to me? No. No, not a chance. Because that's going to come back to us soon enough. Today is the 1000th anniversary, yada yada. Alright, so now we've got to go to Guardia Castle in 1080 and see how it's changed. But the market, Elaine must be down at the pier again. That Fritz, where could he be? Hello there, what can I do for you? So yeah, we can buy things here, including a steel saber, an iron bowgun, we'll actually go ahead and get that. Bronze armor and a maiden suit, we'll go ahead and get the bronze armor. Bronze helm, there we go. Get some better equipment in here. Yeah, I'll give you the iron bowgun, some bronze. You've still got the maiden suit, that's best you can do for right now. Let's go ahead and get rid of these. Don't need the bronze bowgun, or the hide cap, or the padded vest. Alright, thank you very much. Okay, there is one place we never checked out beforehand, and that is the pier here. The ferry office. A mysterious whirlpool sometimes appears near here. What do you suppose could cause such a thing? I don't know, dude. If only my dear Fritz would return. I'd ask for nothing more. He left on a journey and he's not yet returned. So yeah, we can actually... The fare to Por is 10G. Will you be going? We can actually take a ferry to Por, but there's not really... Yeah, that town way down at the south there. But there's not really a point to that, because you can just walk there anyways, and it's not like there's any random encounters on the world map, so... I don't know why they included that, because there's no need to ever actually use it. But, anyways, we are going... Oh, I love the music in this game. Going through Guardia Forest now. In 1000 AD, and we can actually bypass these fights because they're not worth it, honestly. Alright. And there we go. Almost got into that one. So, you guys ready for some drama to go down? Princess Nadia! There's the new Chancellor. Are you alright? Where on earth have you been? We'd heard you were abducted. We had soldiers combing the entire kingdom for you. You, back there. You're the one, are you? Thought you'd kidnap the princess? No, dude, why? If I was kidnapping the princess, why would I bring her back? No, Chrono only... Seize him! Seize the filthy terrorist! He deceived our princess and plotted to overthrow the crown! No, you mustn't! Yeah, things are going south, like, really badly right now. Chancellor called all the royal guard. Stop this right now! And of course they must obey because she's the princess. What are you fools doing? But Her Highness the Princess said... It doesn't matter what she said. Seize him! Chrono! So yeah, now we have a trial. And it's never fully explained because you can't properly explore Guardia Castle in 1000 AD until now. But it's never fully explained... whether or not they had this justice system beforehand, or if it's, as it's implied, that your actions in 600 AD caused, you know, them to create a trial system and a dungeon and everything like that. So anyways, I, your Chancellor, shall serve as prosecutor, and this is such an epic moment in the game too. I, Pierre, represent the defense. And again, I don't know why they got the black bars, because you can see from that very top pixel line that, you know, there's something back there. Anyways, members of the court, I will now bring forth the defendant, Chrono, who is charged with the abduction of Princess Nadia. What shall be his fate? To burn at the stake, perhaps? To feel the tickler? Or hang upside down? Or shall we employ the guillotine? The choice is yours, good jurors. Now, let us begin. So yeah, this can actually go either way. It can go, you can be found guilty or not guilty, depending on your earlier actions in the game, which is something that is, like, mind-blowing for a 16-bit RPG. You don't see this kind of comeuppance or interaction very often, where, like, your earlier actions in the game up to now actually have an impact on what's about to happen here. Anyways, we shall hear the testimony of the defense. Chrono is charged with premeditated abduction of royalty. The question is, how could he be guilty of a crime that never occurred? The prosecution would have you believe that the defendant kidnapped the princess. However, the truth is quite to the contrary. Not only was their meeting a coincidence, but it was the princess herself who asked Chrono if she could join him. Is this true? Who was responsible for initiating contact? Well, Marl did ask me, but I bumped into her, so, I mean, it doesn't really matter which one you choose. The Chancellor's just going to bring it up anyways. Indeed, the defendant deliberately approached the princess, pretending it was an accident. That's not quite true. It really was an accident, but whatever. Or, I mean, it was an accident on Chrono's part, not mine, but... Having subdued the princess, the defendant then coerced her into visiting Luca's little sideshow. There were countless witnesses to this. Shortly thereafter, both the princess and the defendant vanished. If that is not criminal abduction, I don't know what is. That's not quite what happened there. Several other acts have also been brought to my attention that call the defendant's character into question. Objection. This cannot possibly have any relevance to the case. Care to respond, Chancellor? Chrono's character is at the very core of this case, Your Honor. This evidence will show that his testimony cannot be trusted. But I just told the truth to you earlier. Very well, we have nothing to hide. I would like to call a witness who can vouch for the defendant's good character. So that's my defense lawyer doing this, Mr. Pierre. Oh, it's a little girl from the festival, the one we helped bring her kitty back. That man brought me my kitty back. Thank you, mister. Aww. How about that? The man before you is a fine, upstanding youth. He deserves to be honored, not put on trial. Phew, looks like they're buying it. What do you mean buying it, dude? You just told the truth. That's it. There's nothing to buy. Ugh. I hate lawyers. Have you ever stolen anything? No, I don't think so. Do not feign innocence. We have a witness. I actually did steal something. Yeah, it's the old man from the fair. That's him. That's the thief who ate my lunch. Right off the table, too. My dear wife worked all morning to make that meal for me. That's not quite how it happened, but, I mean, it was free health, so... And I actually ate it several times. Very good. Alright. Stealing from a helpless, hardworking citizen who only wished to enjoy the fair. How could anyone sympathize with such a ruffian? The real issue here is motive. Was there any motive for this good youth to kidnap Princess Nadia? No, there was none. Pardon me, but I believe the motive was quite clear. Greed. Her fortune did tempt you, did it not, Chrono? No, not even slightly. Are you sure? You weren't in the least bit tempted? Not at all. Very well. No more questions, Your Honor. So basically what happens here is this would have called up whether or not you tried to sell Marl's pendant to Melchior. Marl would have refused, of course, but if you had broached the topic with her, that's what would have been brought up here as well. And there was one other thing, which would have been the possibility of dragging her off. Like, you would seem like a kidnapper by dragging her off. And that was, like, when she was getting candy right before going to Luca's sideshow. I think I did trigger that. I'm not sure why that's not brought up yet. But apparently, Chancellor has no more questions. I believe it has been made quite evident that my client is a fine and virtuous young man. The defense rests, Your Honor. So I honestly don't know if this is going to go guilty or not guilty. It can go either way. Members of the jury, it is time for a verdict. If you believe the defendant guilty, stand to the left. Innocent to the right. So I think there's like 9 jurors. Not guilty. So there's 1 on our side. Guilty. 1 for the other. Not guilty. Okay, it's looking decent for us so far. Might be 7, I don't know. Not guilty. Pretty sure there's an odd number though. So it's looking better for us. It's 1 to 3, not guilty. Okay, so that's 1 to 4. So I think we might get not guilty. Guilty. Alright. Guilty. That's not good. I don't think it can be a hung jury, though. Okay, so it is. There's only 7. Order in the court. So we ended up being declared a verdict has been reached. Yes, we are not guilty. The defendant has been found not guilty. But even if he did not kidnap the princess, the fact remains that he aided in her flight from the castle. I sentence the accused to 3 days of solitary confinement as punishment. So yeah, regardless of whether you get found guilty or not guilty, you still end up getting sent away for 3 days. If you're found guilty, you're facing execution at the end of 3 days. But if you're not guilty, it's just solitary confinement. So take him away. And of course, Marl barges in. Stop! Princess Nadia! And of course, the king comes to berate her. That's quite enough, young lady. But father, all I asked was for you to remain at the castle and behave like a princess. What's done is done. Even royalty must obey the laws of the land. Leave the rest up to the Chancellor and forget about your little escapade in town. We are through here. So yeah, Marl and her father do not see eye to eye. Chrono! That's actually going to come back later in the game. That's one of the late game side quests, basically. It has to do with Marl and her father. Alright, so 3 days of solitary confinement. We can do that. We'll just serve our time and be out of here in 3 days. It's not that bad. This man is a seditionist who meant to overthrow our kingdom. Wait, what? That's not true. He's been found guilty by trial. That's also not true. I trust him to your care. So this is the monster who abducted the princess. His execution is 3 days hence. See that he is still here to attend it. So yeah, regardless of what verdict you get, execution? I don't recall hearing anything about that. Yeah, regardless of what verdict you get, the Chancellor is a tricksy fellow, and he's decided to take the law into his own hands and execute you 3 days hence, no matter what. No cause for concern. There's only been a small delay in the paperwork. Or do you mean to question me? Never, sir. Guards! Take the prisoner away. Oof. That hurt. Okay, so you got a couple options here as soon as we get up. Alright, so that restores HPMP. A sympathizer from your trial brought that for you. Enjoy it while you can. So that gives us an ether. And for some reason, we still have all of our shit. I don't know why they didn't take our stuff, but for some reason we have everything. So now we have 2 different options. We can either wait out our sentence, and then Luca will save us right before we are executed, or we can actually break out of here. So that's what we're going to do. Pipe down, you. Pipe down, you! Okay, you gotta do this a couple different times, though. Oh, how many times do I have to tell that filthy... If he won't quiet down, I'll quiet him down. Open the door. So now we have like a literal actual dungeon. That's what you get for not doing what you're told. So if you let him walk out, I think he'll just lock it again. But what you can do is just attack. And now he's no longer an issue. Where do you think you're going? I'm killing you so that I can escape. See? He's dead. There we go. Alright, so now there is quite a bit of loot around here. Unfortunately, we can't get in this way in order to get those chests. But we'll find a way. Alright, before I go up there, let's go down this way. So yeah, we gotta go back and forth between multiple different towers here. And what do you think you're doing? So yeah, we're gonna face off against like all these guards a shit ton of times in order to get through here. Alright, 10 experience, got a potion. What is in here? Is this the execution room? No, this is a treasure room. Okay, good. Obtain an ether. Mid potion. Mid potion, good. And an ether. And that might be why they institute the black bars on occasion. Because apparently that's a different map over there entirely. And you're not supposed to be able to see that on a 4:3 aspect ratio. So that's interesting. That was on the right there. Oh, this guy's going to be a little bit tougher. So you're the one who's gone and slipped his cell, eh? Yes, indeed I am. We are going to get out of here as soon as I destroy you. There's no need to use a wind slash yet. There we go. See, we defeated him. Although he doesn't just disappear for some reason. They don't pay me enough for this. Alright. Well, in that case, let's go back to the other tower, and we have stuff to do. Yeah, I've got to keep climbing higher in order to get out of here. Oh, yeah. Apparently I could slip right by those. So yeah, these guys are a little bit tricky. You want to get them while they're coming out of their shield here, because otherwise I think they counterattack pretty badly. Or at least they don't take like nearly enough damage. But if you catch them when they're out from behind their shield, things go a lot easier. Alright, let's go this way since that's not a different tower. There's not really any other whatchamacallit. Not really any other prisoners to deal with. But we do apparently have the soul of a past prisoner we gotta deal with. Alright, this is a lancer. It's a skeleton with a lance, so I guess that's why they call it a lancer. Alright. Let's go this way. Oh, I can't get in that way. Okay, we gotta come in from higher up then. Alright, oh, those guys didn't respawn? I thought they usually did. Maybe it's a different one that respawns. There he is! So yeah, now it's battle on the bridge. Alright. And... there we go, that's another one gone. Okay. Now then. So this one, you can potentially try to dodge them by, like, dipping into these alcoves, but honestly, it's not really worth it. These guys are easy enough to defeat anyways. You know, one hit and they're gone. Of course, I do have the silver sword or whatever. That helps. Okay, so yes. Okay, we definitely want to come in here. And yeah, you can actually, if you get from behind them, you can take him out without actually having to fight him. So if you wait the 3 days, you will come in here and they will execute you. And Luca will save you. Help me, please. Free him from the guillotine? Yes, let's do it. This is another guy that doesn't really deserve to die right now. Thank you. That was close. I'm Fritz. My father runs the market in Truce. Stop by if you're ever in the area. Oh, so you're the guy we're learning about in the port. Okay. Obtain mid potion. And I think there's something else in here. Yes, another treasure chest. We got bronze armor, which we don't really need right now, but that's fine. We'll get it for somebody else. Anyways, let's go ahead and take out these lancers, which apparently take a longer hit, more than one hit. Okay, let's try Wind Slash. Slashes enemies with Wind Gust. This is another like line of fire attack. Unfortunately, they're not good enough, so we'll do a Cyclone instead, because they're close enough for that. There we go. That should wipe them both out. Thank you. All right, 24. There we go. Oh, of course it's empty. I just emptied it. All right. So yeah, if you don't save Fritz, I think he dies. I don't remember, but you do get a reward afterwards. So yeah, we could just bypass that guy completely. Okay, back to the other tower. And we're going to ignore those guys for a second so that we can deal with this. Alright, we can go into this one. There we go, got a shelter. And... okay, what about this guy? Nope, he's a skeleton. And apparently there's nothing here. I thought maybe there was something here. So yeah, this guy ended up dying while he was imprisoned. Alright, up we go. Okay, come on. There we go. Take you out. And now... gotta wait for it. There we go. Now I can take you out. Alright. Do I want to go left or right? I think left for now. Alright, so there's nothing in here. Does this finally let us go to the outside? I think so. Oh, it's already open. I'm an idiot. Alright. Yes, let's go out here. So now we can climb downward. You can't really climb upward. There's nothing up there. But you do want to go down. Because there is... there we go. Here. Got a shelter. Yeah, that doesn't change. But we can drop down here. And that lets us get a couple more items. There we go. Got 1500 G. And a silver sword, which I just spent 4000 G on. Damn it. Anyways, you can actually climb back up this too, so you're not stuck in here. Well, now I have a spare silver sword. If I had remembered that that was in there, I wouldn't have bought it. Oh well. So yeah, once you start climbing up, you can't go left or right, so you want to pick first where you're going before you go up. There we go. And again, there's nothing further up. Alright, so now we got to cross to the other tower. Or not. Apparently it's right here. Okay. There he is! So now we got to fight these guys in order to get out of here. And we're still technically in the castle. You know, this whole dungeon thing is certain two towers in the castle. There we go. We fought them. Alright, so now we have this guy here. The warden. Somebody help! So yeah, he went to go get help, but he ends up coming back down. Chrono, I came to rescue you. Oh, looks like you didn't need my help after all. Oh well. Well, we'd better not stick around too long. Let's go. So yeah, like I said, if you wait out your sentence and Luca will come rescue you like right before they can execute you. However, if you rescue yourself, she joins you here. He's unconscious. Obtain mid potion. Obtained 5 of them. Awesome. Alright, so there's something here as well, and you want to read this. A classified document has been left lying on the floor. Read it? Yes, please. Dragon Tank Design Specifications. Attention. Warden of the Guardia Castle Prisons. The head of the tank is equipped with the capacity to repair damage done to the body, an ingenious marvel of engineering. The head has also been enhanced with a shield to prevent all damage by lightning and fire, leaving it vulnerable only to attacks with weapons such as swords and pistols. In short, your tank should be effectively invincible, provided no crazed lunatic gets the bright idea to run up and try to hack away at its head with a sword. Guardia Royal Arms Commission. So yeah, that is a clue for an upcoming boss fight. Let's us go ahead and make sure Luca is... Ah, damn, she can't use the bronze armor. Damn it. I don't have any better weapons for her. Okay. Well, in that case, we are going to go ahead and use a shelter because we got 2 of those. Thank you very much. And we are going to save. There we go. I did not mean to save over that. Damn it. Oh, well. I really hope nothing goes wrong with this recording session. Okay, so now we gotta make our escape. That doesn't sound good. That really doesn't sound good. What was that? So yeah, you can see it just on the edge of the screen there. It's a fucking tank. It's a dragon tank. Excuse me, sorry. Taking a sip of water. Forward, dragon tank. Crush those conspirators. Alright, so now what you want to do, you have 3 different targets here. You have the wheels, the body, and the head. You want to attack the head with physical attacks only. You want to take that head out first before you do anything else. Because the head heals everything. So just keep physically attacking the head. And it's actually fairly weak. But yeah, the head's like especially weak to sword damage. So like the gun's not doing so great. So it might be a good idea to hold Luca back for healing. And just attack with Chrono. But the head's already gone. Like I said, this game really isn't that difficult. Okay, so wheels are storing energy for a charge. So now what you want to do is just do Fire Wheel on everything. Or Fire Whirl. That's your best bet. Fire Whirl does good. Let's actually take a look at Wind Slash. That does not so good. So yeah, that attack does both of them. And that's a decent amount. Okay, let's go ahead and do a potion. And a potion, just to have everybody heal up a bit. Luca might want to do one more, just to be on the safe side, but I think we're alright. Alright, let's do another Fire Whirl. So yeah, this fight doesn't end until like all 3 targets are down. So there's one down that just leaves the dragon body, or the tank body. So you can do just like physical attacks now as well. Oh, there we go. We actually beat it. And of course, Chrono goes in for one last slash, one last attack here. My dragon tank! Fix it, quickly! Yeah. I just love how that's the reaction there. Like, it's gone now. They're stuck holding on to each other to try to survive. Don't fool yourselves into thinking you'll get away with this. And of course, you gotta walk across their backs in order to get out of here. So yes, we are in 1000 AD now, so it is definitely perfectly safe to take these. Because, spoiler alert, there's no castle in the future era.